Welcome, agents, to strain 53-NUK of the 0 Point Report, a broadcast all about the news surrounding the Secret World IP. Today is Thursday, December 9th, 2021, and I'm your host for this evening, Ocho. With me tonight, we have Two-Ton Waffle.
Hola.
And we have Jimmy the Rabbit.
Heyo.
Forgive me, I'm going to be coughing a whole bunch tonight, and my voice is not going to be up to its prime.
They literally just had a teaser for Dune Spice Wars.
As soon as
okay.
the show,
RTS.
A
Literally just
real-time
happened.
strategy Dune game? Ooh,
Yeah.
That's going back to the roots.
Yeah. So Funcom, Shiro Games, Level Infinite, and it's got like a.
and we just lost Jimmy the Rabbit.
Oh no, Jimmy! God, why?
He was gonna leak something, and Funcom said no.
Funcom was like, "Go to hell." What are you doing? I don't have it running right now. Let me see if I could pull. Let's see if they've already, because they're like, oh
Yeah, it's already. It's right now. They're on the Tiny Tina's Wonderland.
Okay, here we go. They already retweeted it, so I will go ahead and like and retweet that as well. Control the spice, control the universe, control your faction, explore Arrakis, expand your forces, exploit the spice, and exterminate your enemies in Dune Spice Wars from Shiro Games and Funcom, coming to early access in 2022.
Thanks for kicking me off the show, Waffle. Appreciate
That
it.
wasn't me. That was Funcom. You were gonna leak something, weren't you?
No, I was just talking about the footage.
That's breaking NDA. So Funcom gave me the kill command. I got him in my ear.
Get him!
I got Andy.
But yeah,
I'll post that in our news channel. Dune Spice
Why do
Wars,
you not-
including a trailer.
Bomber wants to know why you do not use the Secret World Legends hashtag for half the tweets. Because Monkey is a boomer. That is why.
The Secret World Legends
There's no
hashtag?
and.
I use the Secret World hashtag. And the
It's
SWL
Secret World
hashtag.
Legends. Yeah. Have you not seen any of my tweets ever?
It's a lot of letters.
It's the name of the goddamn game. Yeah, it's true. Also, I think SWL is bad because it's something else. I used
Is
to do
it?
SWL, and I realized that it's a hashtag used by other things.
Safe for work.
Yeah, I think so. If you do SWL, you click that hashtag. There's all kinds of shit. Sunspots. Today's sun.
I'm gonna take a look.
Structured workplace learning. No one wants to see our shit on structured workplace learning.
Solar wind. Okay.
That's what we do. We do structured workplace
Solar
learning.
wind, space weather.
Yeah. So SWL is a really bad hashtag to use. Secret World
Yeah.
Legends, and even Secret World will oftentimes get you non-Secret World stuff because Secret World,
It's
people
like a
will
conspiracy.
Yeah. Or this picture of a fox for some reason. I don't know. Okay, if you think it ended, it didn't. Secret World. It's a fox. Did you know that fox hunters kill up to 10,000 cubs during cubbing season? Share this meme's spread awareness. The fuck does that have to do with Secret World Legends?
It's Secret
Or
World.
not Secret World. It's not. It's fucking horse shit. Anyways, point is, Secret World Legends would be
Secret
the
World
way to go.
Legends, the full thing.
Yeah. I'm sorry you
right.
have to type like 6
All
more.
right, 7 more letters. Can't take it back now. I'll do it for next time.
That's because Twitter doesn't have an edit button.
It doesn't have an edit button. Yeah.
Leo Grimm actually brought up a good point in our Discord server that makes you wonder, talking about the Dune game that they just released a trailer, so it makes you wonder what the nuclear stuff is. Do they have multiple Dune games in the pipeline?
They do. 100%
They do. Yeah,
because
yeah.
the nuclear
Absolutely.
one, first of all, nuclear is not on the list for that game, for the RTS.
No, they just said it's Shiro games.
Yeah. Secondly, the article, the other article about that mentioned nuclear is a Dune survival game.
Which is,
Specifically.
as we determined, the one that they basically announced for, the one that they've been basically announcing for the entire time. They're like, oh, it's going to be the Dune game, and people were like, oh, what's it going to be? And then initially it was going to be an MMO, and then it was going to be, and then they were like, no, it's going to be more like a survival sandbox, a la Conan Exiles.
Oh, that's right. I forgot TSW was a train simulator world. I found that one out. I remember a long time ago.
Train sim world, yes.
I was like, what the fuck are these posts?
TSW train sim world.
I do like how Andy, Mr. Odinoptera himself, tweeted, "Oh, neat, Dune Spice Wars."
Neat.
It really, I mean, I could be wrong, but it comes across as, I didn't know that was happening. And genuinely, maybe he's not in the loop for that.
I mean,
But,
maybe.
Yeah, because that's Oslo is working on that.
Yeah, but it's the same company.
Oh,
Oh wait, and now he retweeted the main Dune Spice Wars one with gasp. Now he might just be trolling. He might just
yeah,
He is trolling, yeah.
he might just be shit posting at this point.
yeah, because they have like all hands meetings, like, oh, this is what we're working on. And this is.
I mean, you would think so.
Yeah.
Andy? Shit posting? What?
No.
Not our
I
Andy.
mean, I know it's a pretty far stretch, but Bomber says I like trains. Okay, I like trains.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't train shame people.
I like
mean,
turtles.
I can and will train shame people. And I'll yell shame, shame, shame.
With a little train bell.
Yeah, so Waffle, apparently Firefox was better at not freezing the camera, but not better at keeping the goddamn connection alive. So,
All right. Well, I'll report that. I'll send that up. Blue sky it.
it sounds an awful lot like round filing.
No, I'll let the people know. That it's not browser, it's something else.
Oh, yeah. It's definitely
There.
something else.
Happy Bomber?
Oh, that's too many hashtags though.
What is it?
Now you've done it.
It'll be like Instagram. Have like all the hashtags. Have like 10,000 hashtags. Not a single one has to do with whatever you're posting. I'll be like, hashtag everything is true. Hashtag or is it? Hashtag we don't know. Hashtag maybe it is. I don't know.
Hashtag boss babe.
There you go. There you go.
Hashtag foodie.
All right, I'm gonna. Hey, GameStop retweeted that Dune Spice Wars thing. The actual GameStop account
Okay.
retweeted with, "Oh yeah, 100% on board with this." Nice.
Well, like I said, it's because what is it? Almost. I don't want to say it was one of the first RTSs because I'm not actually sure about that, whether it was one of the first ones, but one of the very, very early popular RTSs was a Dune RTS.
I
and-
assume 4 times just means like it's fast.
4x is just time based and I don't
Let's just say fast.
as far as I know, 4x just means basically real time strategy. It's real time. 4x makes it cooler.
4 times what? I would assume it's 4 times faster than real time based on that description. Is it not 4 times faster than real time?
No, it's 4 times more awesomer.
Awesomer's not a word.
It is now.
No, it's not.
Look it up.
I'm gonna look it up real quick. 4x, an abbreviation of explore, expand, exploit, exterminate, is a subgenre of strategy-based computer and board games, and included both turn-based and real-time strategy titles.
Wait, what were the 4 X's again?
Explore. I mean, they all begin with E. Keep that in mind. Explore, expand, exploit, exterminate.
That sounds like a poster on like a government
Yeah.
office wall.
Oh, now we're getting Hellsinger trailer.
Wait, are we?
Yep.
Well, they just did the level infinite thing. You have the Dune real time. The first. That's even Dune 2. Oh, they both came out in the same year. A Dune RTS originally came out in 1992.
Yeah, I remember playing that back in the day too. Then you got Dune 2 that came out.
Mm-hmm. Dune 2 was also 1992. They came in the same freaking year.
Coming 2022. Thanks.
Just for comparison's sake, when did
Now there was
Warcraft
a
1 release? 1994. So okay, so the first Dune RTS was even 2 years before Warcraft 1.
now there was a RTS that was before Dune. It was Herzog 2 on the Sega Genesis.
Okay.
That I forget when did that come out.
But anyway, how you doing, folks? We're here to talk about Secret World, kind of, mostly.
Wait, what? We are?
What? 89.
Well, if we have news for Secret World itself, sure. But for the most part, we talk about what's going on in the Funcom extended cinematic universe.
I mean, there is I guess the
FCU.
tabletop. There's
The FU.
the FU. I like that better. That's fun. That's good. Now, I mean, there's been some minor news on the tabletop
There has, yes.
game.
Mm-hmm.
That's like more directly Secret World.
More directly Secret World, yes. Star Anvil Studios says that officially the Kickstarter will be coming in 2022. We don't know when necessarily in 2022. Excuse me. But they did post, they said, the fate of the world rests on your shoulders and on your table. Star Anvil Studios proudly unveils the Secret World role-playing game coming to Kickstarter in 2022. And they even had a little trailer. They had a nice little trailer for that.
Yeah, they have a little like video. There's a tweet with the video trailer.
And they've posted a couple pieces of artwork, and like I said, we're down. We're totally down for it. I love the idea. I love the concept of bringing Secret World to a tabletop setting. I think it's great. I want it to be as popular as possible. So, although we have reached out to Star Anvil Studios about even coming on the show and talking about it, but I don't know, they haven't got back to me yet.
They did have some interesting stuff in the Discord to say, which one of the things was that they're moving the timeline ahead, and they're explaining in part the events between the end of the game currently in the video game and where they pick it up at.
Okay.
There is some question as to whether that'll be canon or not.
I think because
they don't really know.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, I don't. I think basically it's sort of because it's more tabletop, because it's basically open. That basically anything they say is not to be considered as canon. Like it's going to probably be well written. It's probably gonna have a lot of stuff, but you know, if it doesn't show up in the games itself, the official games itself, it's not canon yet.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have an answer directly from Funcom on that, and honestly, neither do they.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think even Funcom will. Yeah,
it's hard to say, and the only reason I'm gonna like reserve on that is one, they just might not. It's entirely possible that there is no more in the video game. You know what I mean? Like none of us want that to be the case, but it's possible, right? Certainly. And also, it is Scriv writing it.
It is Scriv writing it, right? So he's going to have basically.
He would be who they have come write for the game. Should they put more game content out? They already have. Like he's already done content for them past him being an actual employee.
Right, and if there's anybody who would know the story going forward and where it progresses and where it would go, it would be him.
It would be him, right? Yeah. So I'm just throwing it out there. Like it's entirely possible they're just like, yep, that's its own thing. You know what I mean? It's just really well done, but it's not actually canon. It's also possible that they just go like,
it's sort it's sort of like. It's sort of like when, like Star Trek Online. Like any of the stories that are made by Star Trek Online sort of have the blessing of CBS, but that doesn't necessarily make them canon stories. But they do get the approval of CBS before basically they have any new stories going forward. So I think it's sort of like along that same lines, where it's sort of like they'll have the blessing of Funcom necessarily, but whether it's considered to be like part of the canon is sort of a gray area, because if any new like if we if they finally release the Congo and we end up going there, and that could be almost anything really, like and it could completely differentiate between what is written for any of the modules
but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I don't know that you're gonna get the same guy to write it though. Like that's where
you are gonna get the same guy,
difference. Right? That's the biggest difference between what you're talking about with, like, say the something getting someone's blessing. It's different when you're having the actual person writing it, right? Right? Like I feel like that's a little different. Now Bomber has a good point. Is that it could be alternate timeline, and honestly that could still be canon, because you have Dark Agartha and you have already branching timelines in Agartha.
Yeah.
So it could be a different thing than we play and technically still be canon at the same time.
And technically still, simultaneously, because it's a sort of like in this, like Star Trek, in the way that they rebooted Star Trek, but
actually
both parts still exist in the main timeline.
If you recall, they kind of hinted at when Legends relaunched that it being different was in universe.
Right.
I don't know if you remember, like, the Twitterverse stuff that and that was mostly Scriv as well. The Twitterverse stuff. When Legends like launched, the characters on the Twitterverse were like, something felt strange, like there was a ripple things aren't quite the same. Like, they legitimately, essentially acknowledged the legends happening, like almost like in universe in a weird way.
Right, but even Legends turns out to be like an alternate universe, yeah. Because at the same time, you had the original game was still running, and it still is running, and it has different things going on than what's going on here. So it is, yeah, sort of a alternate.
Well, I'm just pointing out that like the Twitterverse, they had like those characters on Twitter, run by Funcom, like tweet out on like the relaunch day or coming up to it. I forget exactly. Like did things just shift? Something like they had like an actual acknowledgement of like universes changing, like in character in what I would consider like canon Funcom stuff.
Yeah,
like,
because it would have to make sense. It's like, yes, it's another game, but it's also in another universe that is very similar to the one that you were in.
So it's like they felt the shift.
Yeah,
which I thought was interesting because
they felt it. Yeah.
Yeah, because if it's the thing is, if it's just a branch, would you feel anything? You're either in one branch or the other. The fact that they felt the shift, I thought was an interesting take, and that could just be, fun to do and not mean anything technically. But,
I mean, it gives Funcom.
What I want to know is when does Beaumont show up with Kang the Conqueror and we get all Loki up in this bitch? when does Tencent like buy Marvel and we get tied into the MCU?
And are we all variants?
I mean, legitimately, we have Loki, and like they could be one of the Lokis. Like,
yeah,
can we go fight Kang the Conqueror? Let's do this. Someone talk to someone.
Andy. Get Disney on the line.
Yeah, get Disney and Marvel Studios. We need a comic.
God damn it!
When was the relaunch? That was 2017.
I want the Incredible Hulk on my New York Raid team.
Now, which version of the Hulk? The 2012 Attack on New York Hulk or the Professor Hulk?
No, the future one.
The future one.
The future one with bald like the white hair.
Oh, okay.
Maestro. The Maestro. I want Maestro.
Or Planet Hulk one. Which would...
No, Maestro.
I had...
Maestro... You don't know Maestro?
No.
Go Google Hulk Maestro. He's literally like the end of time Hulk that's like killed everybody. He had like a trophy room of all the other superheroes that he offed. He's super smart, super strong, and kind of evil.
I'm trying to remember what all the accounts were. There was Corporate Blues, Prune Prince.
Stravos, you act like painting a Goliath green wouldn't be exactly accurate for a Hulk, though.
Boom Man, that's right. Because I'm trying to see, I'm trying to see these. If anyone was, any of these tweets that something changed, but
they did. I swear to God, I'm not making it up.
I mean, they may have deleted them. Because I'm not seeing anything around 2017.
What was the... it wouldn't have been the buzzing. It was like...
the buzzing, yeah.
It wouldn't have been the buzzing, though, I don't think. It was... Didn't Danny have one?
Danny had one, so did Carter.
I strictly remember a Danny one. Tweeted in 2018. Which one's Danny?
Which one's Danny? Yeah.
Oh, it's a Katana guy.
Okay, yeah.
this thing working feel weird, like a glitch in the Matrix. Innsmouth 666, you get that?
Katana Guy
the one.
issue 1. That's what it is. And what is what
And then
what
the
did Carter
Innsmouth
say?
one said, "Yeah, lulz. Nervous. It's like after a nap, like lots of time passed or no time. Like I woke up from a world that's the same but different. A world where Berenstain Bears is spelled Berenstein. A world where Doc Cooper doesn't have a nose ring in the thing." Yeah, they literally addressed like a world reset in the Twitterverse.
Like, true, like lots of time passed or no time. Yeah.
And they're like,
It's
things are
something.
the same, but
It's
not the
something.
same.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I didn't make that shit up. They literally did it. They did it in the Twitterverse.
I believed you.
You
I was
did
trying to see
not.
which
You were
accounts
Googling,
it.
you son of a bitch.
Because I wanted
You're
to
like,
see for
this-
myself.
This fucking guy talking about crazy Hulks in the future. He doesn't know what he's talking about. I think it was called Future Imperfect. Look it up. Crazy evil old Hulk is best Hulk.
Big green guy. I was in the movies. He's now like, I don't know. He's like both giant and just as smart as Bruce Banner.
Yeah, they did that in the books.
Yeah, it's Professor.
I'm sure they did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think people just got tired of like fucking around with the stupid one and then him being smart but weak, and they're like, can't we just, because all the other superheroes are generally like tough and smart.
Tough and smart.
And they're
Yeah.
like,
They're
we
like,
gotta
why not?
do
Yeah.
something different here.
Why can't Hulk just be tough and smart too?
Yeah, you just can't have him
Yeah.
go around and go Hulk smash and do all that.
Yeah, it's like Thor's
That's my
just as
secret.
strong but also smart. Like, we can't have that. No, but there was a really cool timeline, future timeline where Hulk is strong and smart, but goes like evil,
Okay.
and like offs everybody, and he's kind of like balding. He's got like that bald, but he's got like the Socrates like white hair, you know, like around it, like it's long and but it doesn't cover the top of his head. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And yeah, he's like killed like all the main superheroes. He's got like a trophy room of like Silver Surfer's board and Captain America's shield because he killed them and took their shit as trophies. And that's the Hulk that I want on my team in New York Raid once we cross over with the MCU.
Right. Once we team up together. Where's Tony Stark and
Yeah,
all this?
we have Loki,
Tony
right?
Stark is dead.
We have our Loki. He's obviously part of, you know, the multiverse.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the Lokis. So, you know, we just got to have Owen Wilson show up in Secret World.
Wow.
Make it happen already.
Let's
Get
do
Johnny
this
Depp to do a TV show about it. Oh, wait.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Too soon?
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, that's rough.
Or not at all?
Yeah, my guess is that project fell through.
Yeah, I think that started
he's had,
after the him and Amber Heard situation.
I'm pretty sure there's all kinds of stuff on hold. I think that thing took precedent for a long time. I think it's still ongoing as far as I know, or new.
It could be.
Yeah, but I think his stuff is probably like perpetually like in limbo, like possibly legally. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, anyways. What the fuck is going on over here?
What?
So I'm just saying, if we ever see it,
There was like a bunch of
I will be surprised.
weird shit happening over here, then just stopped. It was like black and glowy and possibly fluttery. I'm not really sure.
What the hell's going on?
You didn't see it on the stream?
This
All right, well,
might have been
either
on
I'm
your-
having an aneurysm or...
Yeah, you might want to go see a doctor.
It's also conceivable someone, like, poured it out and their pet, disappeared in some weird fashion. I don't know.
It's possible. Some pets have pretty strange death animations.
Or... I don't know, man. almost like maybe like the Revenant weapons, but you shouldn't be able to have that happen. Because you shouldn't be able to shoot at anything and cause the Revenant to come out. Corby Topper? Was it a Corby Topper? Well, there you go.
Mystery solved.
I'm quite possibly not insane. Or, less insane.
It very rarely
It really,
has a
really ha-
raven swarm effect.
Okay. Yeah, that's probably what it was. But I went over there and then it was gone, so I think the person left or poured it out or something. Or
Yeah.
just disconnected. It's
Okay,
really
all right.
beef.
So we've got some news to point out today. The first is that, well, obviously, there's a new Dune game that's now coming out.
Huzzah!
Well, actually, what you mean to say is there's a new Dune game.
A new Dune game. Yes. Dune Spice Wars literally just announced. Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. Literally just announced in the Game Awards 2021. Control the spice, control the universe, control your faction, explore Arrakis, expand your forces, exploit the spice, and exterminate your enemies in Dune Spice Wars from Shiro Games and Funcom. So cool. I'm actually kind of excited for that. I'm excited to play that. Going into the RTS range instead of but that they previously went in with Conan Unconquered.
Son of a bitch.
And Conan
Cowboy
Unconquered
Bebop
was
got
not
canceled?
bad. It just didn't really sell a whole bunch. That's all.
Yeah, it was. Well, I don't know. With the RTS, is not really popular amongst the kids.
Yeah.
Hopefully this one, I mean, this could be a breakout hit because I mean, all we've been getting is BRs and shooters, and that's half-assed MMO with New World.
You don't think that that New World has a full ass?
Well, the way Amazon Game Studios is taking it, it's the one half is on being prime shipped and the other one is not.
Yeah. Although I did pick it up. I did pick it up in the latest sale, the latest winter sale.
Don't get me wrong, I like the game.
Or no, the
It's
Black
just-
Friday. The Black Friday sale. That's what it was. I
Yeah.
picked it up for that.
It's a good game, but it's just a lot of this stuff that they're doing is kind of frustrating.
To Stravos, there is a Dune game that's not an RTS.
Mm-hmm.
We actually have news on that as well.
Mm-hmm. They also announced that Funcom and Nukklear, a German developer, are going to be both developing the Dune survival game. The Dune game has been we've known about it for quite a while. And it's we basically thought that the Dune game was quite possibly one of the reasons why why Tencent decided to basically buy out Funcom in full, essentially. To go from partial ownership to full ownership. What's that?
No, I said it was 100%.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And-
that's not a question.
Yeah, so Funcom really wanted the Dune property, basically. And so they just announced that they've now teamed up with Nukklear, a German game development studio, to basically keep it going. They said initially it started off as being an MMO, and then they switched gears to change it to a sort of a survival sandbox a la Conan Exiles, which they have quite a bit of experience with. So as per the Venture Beat article on it, the spice must flow, or at least that's what Funcom and German developer Nukklear are counting on with a new game in the Dune universe. In 2019, Funcom acquired the rights to make a game based on Frank Herbert's Dune, a popular science fiction series that has spawned several adaptations. The currently untitled project will take inspiration from another Funcom game called Conan Exiles, and will focus on survival gameplay. After an investment from media giant Tencent, Funcom reached out to developer Nukklear to help co-develop the new title. As the Dune world quote, as the Dune open world survival game is the most ambitious project we've ever undertaken at Funcom, having skilled and reliable partners is an absolute must. With Nukklear, we have just that. We've benefited particularly from their expertise in vehicular-based gameplay, but I know them as highly skilled and creative game developers in general, said Rui Casais, Funcom CEO. So, yeah, it's basically announced that they are now teaming up with Nukklear, still under, of course, the Tencent banner overall.
There's a little bit more to the article, too. Just by the way.
Oh, yes.
I just wanted to say that.
I mean, I could read the article. I could read the entire thing.
Well, no. I'm just saying, like, just mainly the fact that, they've worked on things like Destroy All Humans and Everspace, the nuclear company, and that it received a grant from the German government to grow the team to aid with development of the new project. I thought that was particularly interesting. That Nukklear, the company,
government-funded Dune project,
got a grant from the German government to grow the team to aid the development of the new project. I think that is a particularly interesting
It
point.
is, but it's not totally unheard of. I mean, what was it? 42 Studios, which was doing a work on. Off the top of my head, I don't remember much, but it was basically the studio that was owned by Kurt Schilling. And that was out of Connecticut. And basically, the company got a huge grant from the state of Connecticut.
Huh.
Okay.
To basically work on their project. But theirs did not necessarily turn out well because after a while, the state of Connecticut was like, so... Yeah, Kingdom of Amalur, that's it, yeah. And... No, it was 48
similar.
studios, not 42, 48 studios. But the state of Connecticut turned around and was like, so let's see what you've got. And they were like, we've got nothing. And then the state basically sued them back for all the funding. And 48 studios folded.
Is similar, but also slightly different because one's a state, taking a stab at something, and the other is a fucking country.
The other is a
Part of the
country,
United Nations that has decided to do it. So I'm granted similar. So maybe like the idea of getting a grant isn't unheard of.
Right.
I feel like I can't recall off the top of my head that Rockstar Studios gets a grant from the Canadian government to do something or something like that. You know what I mean? I feel like I haven't heard that before. Is all I was getting at. Maybe it happens.
It might happen. Yeah, it might happen more than we think it does.
I have no idea.
Well, it might happen. So if we get GTA 6 in the works.
GTA 6 is going to require grants from multiple countries. It's going to be
then the UN might
grant.
actually be involved for that one.
Yeah. It's gonna be ratified on the floor of the UN.
It's actually
we're making GTA 6 happen.
It's what's going to unify the human race as one
That's right.
planet.
No,
This game was brought to you by Australia. It's brought to you by Japan. It's brought to you
GTA 6
by
is
India.
gonna level the debt. That's what it is. They're gonna consolidate all their debt into GTA 6. It's gonna be like a $30
just turn it
billion loan.
into a government entity.
Now, is this going to unify the world or actually cause World War III?
But you can play World War III in GTA 6, so it's okay.
It's a World War III simulator. They did say that,
just
right?
one of
The
the
article
many
does go
things you
on, and
can
it says while the new game doesn't yet have a release window, we expect the sleeper will awaken within a few years' time. So,
which is interesting because they're basically saying like, hey, don't expect this next year.
Don't expect this in 2022. Don't expect
But
this.
in the meantime, here's a tasty RTS.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? Like I think that is actually pretty smart. Because I think we already knew they were planning on doing more than one Dune game.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But the only one we knew of so far was most likely a survival one.
Well, especially when you get the release of the Dune movie this year.
Yeah, like you gotta capitalize on it somehow, right?
I
Like,
was like,
you
which was pretty good, but I'm not sure that anyone really. I mean, the most tie-in that I saw in a video game for the Dune movie release was in what, No Man's Sky. They basically had a whole thing on giant worms.
Well, no, what I mean
is
the Dune movie came out, Dune 2 got greenlit.
Mm-hmm.
So they have to push something. They have the IP.
Mm-hmm.
They've got it's gonna take time to make a really good game. Like they just take time, right? You're not gonna push out, Dune Cyberpunk in a fucking year. It's gonna be shit.
Well, you could if you're a DICE.
You know what I mean? You saw the No Man's Sky, but not the Fortnite collab. See, no. I told you, Mikey's a boomer.
I do not play Fortnite. I do not pay attention to Fortnite.
Okay, to be fair, I occasionally play Fortnite and I miss the collab, but I'm not surprised by it in the slightest. Not. You could tell me anything is in Fortnite and I would not be surprised.
Pretty much,
right?
Yeah.
Like, no, Marvel's in Fortnite, and
like I know Rick and Morty's in Fortnite because I was paying attention when the Rick and Morty shit dropped. I didn't notice, or I didn't hear about the Dune thing. Yeah, Naruto and Rick Sanchez. Yeah, see, I knew
Ghostbusters. Okay.
Also, Gears of War just started.
Actually, I will say this. The fact that I know Rick and Morty's in Fortnite and I don't know that Dune was in Fortnite, I think is a misstep on their marketing.
It was because it kind of like all of a sudden, here it is in the shop. Here you go. Now it's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I saw commercials with fucking Rick and Morty.
Mm-hmm.
I saw commercials. I mean, I don't see regular TV a lot, so maybe there was Dune ones I just missed.
Yeah,
but I also didn't see like, I didn't see like Twitter stuff. I didn't see YouTube stuff. You know what I mean?
Like, yeah, like you figure you'd see it around and like, when you watch a YouTube video, you'd see like a commercial ahead of time, or when you log on to Twitch or something, you'd see like a commercial for it or something.
I block all this shit for YouTube. It doesn't block for Twitch, so I would have seen it there potentially. But my point is, I feel like, maybe that wasn't as hyped as it could have been. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe the Dune tie into Fortnite wasn't as hyped as it could have been. But
that's sort of the point. It's like, yeah, like I didn't see it.
Like,
I'm not saying I'm the most.
It's real. You can make an RTS faster. I'm pretty sure. I'm like, I mean, I know that an RTS isn't still a game happens overnight, but it's a lot different than a survival massive multiplayer.
Oh yeah.
It's a different scale of game, right? Conan Unconquered happened a lot faster than Conan Exiles did.
And heck, they already have the architecture for Conan Unconquered. It wouldn't surprise me if they somehow like basically use the same engine for that, since they already got it.
Just swapped assets,
reskin everything. Yeah, reskin everything, swap everything out. Still takes time. Still takes a lot of time. But if they already have a head start on the engine, that's.
Who worked on Unconquered? Wasn't that a different company?
Yeah.
To the Googles.
It would be a little strange if they had a different company, because that was Petroglyph.
Okay.
It'd be a little strange if they took a different the engine from that company and then.
Well, I mean, it depends who owns the engine, though. Really.
Well, yeah, it'd be Tencent.
True.
I mean.
Well, what was the other company? What's this? Where is it?
Not Nuclear. Shiro Games.
Shiro Games.
Yeah.
Have they done? I'm gonna assume they've done RTSs before. I would hope.
Let's find out, shall we?
War Tales and Darksburg is what I see.
Shiro Games, an independent video game development studio in Bordeaux, France.
Open world RPG, survival action game, a strategy-based game on Norse mythology. Another RPG.
Oh,
Have you seen-
Evoland.
think
Oh, I
my-
played Evoland. Evoland is not an RTS, but
No, I'm trying to look at the one that looks like the Northgard one.
Northgard.net. It has a map editor, so it might be.
That one looks a little more RTS-y. What is it?
Yeah, but I mean, you can say that making an RTS is actually it's real quick. You can turn one around, but true, you have to make it good, or the AI and stuff like that.
Yeah,
is
of course.
not complete garbage. It's like, oh, I can beat the game in 6 hours, and that's it.
I'm just saying, like, I was looking into the company to see if they Northgard is a strategy game.
It is a
Which
strategy
has,
game,
you know,
yeah.
like sort of like Warcraft 2 ish.
Mm.
You know what I mean? StarCraft kind of looks a little bit kind of like that, or maybe even Warcraft 3. Yeah, like closer like Warcraft 3. Now I'm looking at more pictures.
Okay.
Just meaning they might have an engine already.
And
You
they
know what I'm
might use their engine, right?
Yeah. So like,
Well, it's sort of like the same thing
yeah,
when they
and
did
I'm
Moons
not
of Madness. Like, what was it? Pocket
I'm sure they've
Games?
been working on this, by the way, for a little bit. I doubt that this all happened like
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's not overnight.
yesterday or something.
No.
Now, didn't their announcement say didn't their announcement say something like Oh God, Shaugin's. I just saw Shaugin's tweet. Dear God, no. Raid Shadow Legends got to Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, I was.
Well,
just
that's it,
watching.
guys. That's it. We're done. The universe is over. Raid Shadow Legends got to Jeff Goldblum. Peace out.
All right, yeah,
World is
taking a
over.
look at Northgard, that is absolutely a RTS. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
1000%,
their announcement
yeah.
trailer said early access next year. So, hey, chat and Canadian person. So I mean, obviously they've been working on it for a bit. If they're gonna have early access ready to mess with sometime next year. Although to
yeah.
be fair, it doesn't say when next year.
No.
Could be
no,
early
no.
access end of next year for all we know. But it is. I'm glad to see them putting something out so that, you know, to help capitalize on, like, you have this gap between the Dune 1 movie and the Dune 2 movie. Like, let's generate
Let's pump that up, yeah.
some Dune stuff, and not like, you know, 5 years later a Dune game comes out, everyone's like, huh?
Yeah, Dune.
Oh yeah, I
Dune
saw
what?
a Dune movie years
What?
ago.
Yeah.
You know?
Keep the hype going in between, yeah. I'll have enough time to read the books before the second movie comes out.
I mean,
Well-
let's not get crazy.
The second movie is just the second. It's the second part of the first book.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's why I said a couple last year is like the movie has to probably be in 2 parts because it is so massive that there's so
That's what
much
she
going
said.
on. Good damn right.
Goddamn right.
I'll say, but in order to start pushing some of the new games that Funcom is coming out with, they have started a new initiative. Well, not Funcom necessarily. Tencent has started a new initiative called Level Infinite, which is going to be a new brand under Tencent created to delivering high-quality games to a global audience. They say that our initial publishing release slate includes Next Studios' Synced Off-Planet for PC, Don't Starve New Home for mobile devices, titles from Lightspeed and Quantum Studios, TIMI Studio Group, and several third-party developers, as well as fan favorites like Arena of Valor with new and updated content. The Level Infinite lineup will be further bolstered with several studios self-publishing their own titles, including Warhammer Vermintide 2, as well as Warhammer 40,000 Darktide, Vampire the Masquerade Bloodhunt, GTFO from 10 Chambers, now in early access on Steam, and the previously announced Metal Hellsinger coming to PC and consoles in 2022, which is where Funcom comes in with that. It says, along with this new game from Funcom, is also going to be under Level Infinite, their new brand. Which I guess is a way to consolidate all of the Tencent brands, all the Tencent gaming, and basically put it all under one umbrella, I guess.
Yeah,
I can see how that works, yeah.
Yeah, instead of basically publishing all these games differently, and also not wanting to necessarily just say, "Oh, it's all Tencent," even though it still all is in Tencent, but sort of to brand it differently, to brand it as just like their gaming arm.
Yeah, it's like Riot Games. I mean, it's under 10 cent, but it Riot takes care of a lot of different games like Valorant, League of Legends, and stuff like that.
Which is interesting.
Yeah, and that announcement just came out, today? I think it came out today.
The Level Infinite?
Yeah, well, the announcement.
I think so. Oh, so yeah, because Jimmy, you posted that to our news channel at 11 o'clock this morning. So, or no, that's for the Game Awards. No, yesterday. Came out yesterday. Because
Okay.
you posted it.
Yeah,
Waffle.
I posted, yeah.
I
remember.
cannot read. That's what this is going on. I am a boomer and I cannot read.
Newfangled technology, what the hell? Damn it, Bobby.
What is this? Computational computer.
Just give me to the internet. I want the blue E. Give me the blue E, the internets.
So I'm distracted. I have to tweet at Netflix to give me back Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, they said they're only doing one season. That's a shame.
For what?
That's because
Cowboy
of a
Bebop.
bunch of fucking shitty people.
I haven't gotten too
That
far
was
into
a-
it. I only watched the first episode, but it's pretty solid.
It's a really good fucking season,
Yeah.
and it's just a fucking bunch of
Was
pieces of
campy as
shit.
heck. But I mean, so was the anime, really.
There was people apparently bitching that it looked cheap, and I'm like, you motherfuckers don't
Be like,
get homages to like spaghetti westerns.
Oh
'Cause
god,
that's
yeah.
what the fucking sets were. Like, they legitimately were, like homages to like spaghetti westerns.
And you could tell that the
Like,
entire thing
100%.
basically it was one, like it wasn't like they were basically like, this is an anime. We're going to basically do a lot of the stylized way of the anime itself. Like, a lot of it was
Yeah.
very, very similar.
God damn it, Claney. You have to ruin everything. No, like, I even saw shit, and by the way, this actually ties into Secret World in a very bizarre way, because I saw shit in Secret World Discord about the Cowboy Bebop Netflix show. And I literally saw some people talking shit about like some like random joke, and I was like, okay, that doesn't even sound right, but I'll see it. And I saw the show and I saw the joke they're talking about, and I was like, you guys are fucking stupid. You know who you are? If you ever watch this, you're stupid. Like, the jokes were fucking funny, man. And yeah, it was a bit campy, but also, have you watched the fucking anime show?
I was gonna say, yeah. I
is-
remember watching the anime a long time ago, and watching the first episode, I was like, nope, this sort of nailed it. Yeah.
Those characters are pretty fucking rigid. That like, you know, like the I think this is probably true of a lot of anime and maybe just animated stuff in general, but it's very rare that you get like a character that's super three-dimensional. I mean, granted,
Right.
they're 2D,
Yeah.
they're 2D representations, but they're also very often 2D characters, meaning like there's just not a lot of facets to them. You know? They
sort of keep them vague because they want the
Well,
audience to basically put their own.
Well, they have archetypes. Like, this is this guy that's going to act this way. And he's never going to act different than this way.
Mhm.
No matter any case where a reasonable person would act slightly different, he's going to stick to his whatever the fuck his archetype is, because that's the archetype.
They're not,
Right?
not a whole
Like-
bunch of growth necessarily.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, there might be exceptions to the rule. I'm sure that there is, but I think for the most part, that's pretty true. You don't see a lot of display of like different sides of people, different sides of a character. They tend to just be, you know, pretty single-sided. They're a bit 2D.
Hey, you know what we could do while we're here? We could play
Crack?
some Shambhala. I'm seeing a lot of Shambhala talk in the Looking for Group channel.
We could play. We could smoke crack.
We could, we could play Secret World.
Y'all got any more of that crack? I got
Oh, look, it
cheeseburgers.
just popped. Wait, it popped for me.
Wait, shoot, I actually have to sign up for it.
Oh, yeah. How
Yeah,
do
you
do
actually
that?
have to sign up for it. Oh my god, how do I do that?
I have
Activity
never done.
Finder.
I have never done
It's the
Shambhala.
activity finder.
It's the activity finder. It's down at the bottom. Yeah.
It's literally the activity finder. Oh my god. It's
Where?
like Shift V. I
Yeah,
think.
just popped for me.
Shift V. Shift V as in Victor. There you go. Shambhala's at the bottom.
Kailani was in
There you
my
go.
area. I just want to point that out. Kailani was actually like probably no more than maybe like 10 miles from me. Came
didn't
into
even come
Philly
visit.
for a concert.
What, the
That's
Jonas
just-
Brothers
that's
were in town?
Got her. That's fucking funny. Oh man, that was great.
I'll say, but I hope you got a good cheesesteak. That's really all I care about. Sure.
Oh, hey, I'm on your team, Jim.
Hey, Waffle, how's it going?
Hey.
Who's on my team? Give me some heals. Me
Kai comes all
heals.
through New York, but somehow
I don't got no. I don't got no healing.
Why do you shun me, Kai? Well, see, because Claney is
I'm just going
Canadian.
damage.
That's why.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, let's all go right and focus one person. Okay, just focus one person. There we go.
I have no idea what my build
One
is
and
right
done.
now.
Wind hazard commencing in 3, 2, 1.
Oh,
We got two of them.
Shrinking arena in 3, 2, 1.
Why not? We'll help Shambhala pop.
Need healing. There we go.
There's one person left. There is no people left. We did it, guys!
Congratulations, Moon
We did it!
Squad. You've won the battle for Shambhala.
I was surprised I did not do that bad. I thought I did terrible. I did do terrible, but I did less terrible than I thought.
I got 3 kills.
Flawless victory.
I had the most damage in the whole team by 100,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did not.
Did I have a kill? Nope. At least I didn't die.
It's all right.
True.
It's all right. We'll do it again.
I was in PA and Jimmy had no part of meeting me. That's not true. That's not true at all.
Jimmy
What
is
happened is
pretty
you went-
far away from Philly last time I checked.
But what happened is you went to PA and didn't say anything to me. I didn't saw a word. No, I did not print out a word on a piece of wood and attempt to saw it. That is true. I did not do that.
The real question is Kylani, you did get a good cheesesteak, right? I pointed you to a good location, or to at least a location to get a good one.
It's your dude. It's your trip.
Welcome to the
First of
battle
all,
for
you assume I'm
Shambhala.
paying attention to your
This
Twitter.
exercise is
Second of
sanctioned by
all,
the Council of Venice.
second of all, it's your
Two
trip.
teams will compete.
I'm
The object is to defeat
Philly
all
is the
combatants from the
northeast
opposing
corner of
team.
Pennsylvania,
Every
and I'm in the
combatant has
southwest
only
corner
one
of
life.
Pennsylvania.
Once you die, you may not rejoin the scenario. Enhancements and hazards will add variables to this scenario.
Oh my god, you have the intro.
I didn't have it on the last one.
You probably skipped it. You probably hit a key or something.
Probably.
Wait, are you on the other team?
Looks like
I think
it.
so this time.
You're on the other
I'm on
team.
your team this time, Jimmy.
All right, Mikey.
Yeah, you
I
guys
don't
are going
care if
down.
we lose. I don't care if we lose. We need to go kill Mikey. Or Mikey, sorry. We need to go kill Waffle.
I was like, I'm on your
Mikey, we need
team.
to kill Waffle. Wait. All right, hold on. Waffle, I'm gonna
I can
hold
just
Mikey
run out and
for
slash
you.
reset. I'm good.
Yeah, yeah. Hold him down. I'll get him.
No, I just said the wrong name. I said the person in front of me. Mikey, we're gonna go tag Mr. Waffle.
That is the goal.
Oh.
Wind hazard commencing in 3, 2,
Oh!
1.
Couldn't get behind a rock.
Nope. I was behind a rock.
Shrinking arena in 3, 2, 1.
Not today. That's why I say it's a death.
I disagreed.
You're
No, I
stream.
got stunned.
You're stream sniping.
I was literally not looking at that. That would not have helped me at all.
See, I just feed. I'm just a feeder. That's what I do.
Let's see. We're gonna have to look at the footage
Oh, I'm gonna
because
die. I'm
I
gonna
think
die.
you were using wall hacks, aimbot.
Initiating
All those
wind
things. I'm
hazard.
using all
All
those.
Oh,
things.
they put the Illuminati tag on you.
Moon Squad has won.
Yeah,
the
because I was
battle
the last
for
one
Shambhala.
alive. I was 1v3ing, okay? What did I get? What did I get? I got 2 kills. One of them was Waffle.
Hey, I got 1 death. Oh wait, that's not good.
If you get more than 1 death, though,
I can
That's
do that in
impressive.
Overwatch at the same time. There's a there's a, I've had it happen a couple times now. There's a bug where like you, I think it's when you die in the water and someone kills you at the same time or something.
Okay.
I can get 2 deaths at the same time.
Joe's Steaks on Delaware. Oh, I've heard of it. Yeah.
I just go to Jersey Mike's. Get down.
See, Philly has like 1,000 cheesesteak places.
Think if you go to New York City and you look for a pizza place, and you just
Like a pizza
they're
place,
everywhere.
right? In New York, yeah. You trip over them. There are a couple standouts though, but
Fun fact: if you have, I think it's 5 Shambhala loot bags that you haven't claimed in the bottom corner, you actually cannot queue for Shambhala.
interesting.
Like
okay.
you see how Waffle's got 2 down there in the lower right corner.
right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
I believe
Swiss thing.
one- I
Yeah.
think when you hit 5, it is. When you hit 5, it
You're
won't
blocked.
let you queue anymore. Like literally, like you'll click it and like nothing will happen. I don't know why that is. That seems really strange.
They're like, collect your stuff.
But nothing tells you to collect your stuff. It just doesn't let you queue. Ah.
It's like someone saying, "Here, where can I grab a poutine?" Yeah. We had that and something they had something called Derby fries. I have no idea what that is.
No, the worst thing about Canada is the whole double thing. That's very confusing if you're from California.
I was saying, isn't that like
'Cause
like a burger thing?
Yeah, see,
Yeah,
it
that's what,
is in
In-N-Out or
California.
something?
It is in California,
But-
yeah.
Yeah, in Canada, it's like Kalani said, it's like 2 cream, 2 sugar. So I'm watching the Chess Bras stream, and they're Canadian. They're in Canada. They're talking about getting a double, and someone was talking about, you know, putting it in a cup or something. I'm like, why the fuck would you blend up a hamburger? And put it in a cup?
Why the hell would you put a hamburger in a cup?
Oh, I see you. Run away! Where's my team?
Arena in 3, 2, 1.
Gosh darn it.
You did.
You take
I need to
that.
bust out my AoEs.
Wind hazard commencing in 3, 2, 1.
I think the only one left on my team.
I don't know where my team went.
Yeah, I'm dead. You guys all died. It's okay. I still killed Waffle. That's what's important.
That's what counts.
I got the only kill on the entire team, and Serlina
was
got
me.
all 5 kills on the other team. What a bunch of horseshit.
There's definitely aimbots going on here or something.
Yeah, but
I'm pretty
Kalani,
sure.
a double-double,
I'm pretty sure Ceruleana is just a bot. I'm pretty sure.
a double is from In-N-Out Burger, and it's
I'm
literally
hoping
like
they're watching this up.
2 patties. So when someone says I'm gonna have a double, like, and they're gonna put it in like a mug or something, and all I can picture is taking like a double stack cheeseburger and putting it in a blender and going. "Rrrr." And I was like, gross.
You're like, why would you do that? And then why would you add cream and sugar?
What's
Yeah,
wrong with you?
what's wrong with you? but also, I would potentially try that. Not just the burger in the blender, but if you added the cream and sugar, I would be tempted to try it. Is all I'm saying.
You're like, I'll give it
We
a
could
sip.
make we could make that a donation goal. I'm still raising money for Extra Life. If people want to donate money for me to get an In-N-Out
Excuse me,
burger,
sorry.
shipped here from California so that I can blend it and put in some sugar and cream. And eat some of it on stream. I would potentially do that. And it might not even be the strangest thing I've ever eaten. Maybe. I'm signed up.
Nope, same here.
I am too. It's now taking a bit of a. So I think I'm
Yeah.
signed up. Oh, no, yeah, I'm signed up.
So that's 3 of us. I believe it takes 10 to pop. It used to take 20, but it only takes 10 now. I've legitimately thought about seeing if I could run like 9 copies of the game, like 9 different accounts,
just to have all of your accounts going.
just to farm some Shambhala achievements, you know, because it doesn't pop enough. Like Shambhala Saturday has actually been really consistent for like months now, but Saturday is also like my worst day for having time to do it personally.
Oh, that's why I
so,
saw that, and
like,
I was like, "Hey, Shambhala's popping. Let's
Yeah.
let's give it a try."
So, you know, I'm just saying, I don't have 10 accounts currently. I have like 4 or 5 accounts, but I could you know make some more. And you only need to get to like
field
what, level
field your own team.
10. No, I'd field both teams. that would be the point. Be 5v5.
Well, that's what I mean. Now you got
You
5. You can field your own team on a side, but
Yeah, that's not helpful though. That's 4 people not doing anything.
Put them all under follow macros.
I'd love
Yeah, I don't
like
have- I know
the one
there's
person
someone
who
that
would
used to
join
do
into
that.
you if you have 10 accounts and they're all playing simultaneously to be the one person who joins in and be like, "What the fuck's going on?"
Dude, I had a fucking Valorant game like that last Friday when I was drinking and playing on the treadmill. I was playing Valorant, and I got into a match, and it's 5v5, right? And it's just, it's me and 4 bots, like, and I don't mean real bots, like people that are botting, right? Because there's not
Okay.
bots in the game. Like people that
Yeah.
are idle botting on purpose for like XP or purposes or whatever fucking bullshit. And the other team has 1 active person and 4 idle bots. I was like, what the shit is going on? Like, Waffles plays Overwatch, you know, a bit. You'll sometimes get someone that's just AFK in spawn or something, right?
Yeah.
But it's generally not like the whole team except you. And certainly if that's the case, it's also not the entire other team except one other person. Like, that was
Yeah,
just
because they'll
crazy.
get kicked out.
Yeah. So like Riot has like it's all super anti-cheat that tries to crash your computer, but they don't apparently deal with idle botters at all.
Oh, okay.
That's crazy. Craziness. I did win though, because after round 3, forfeiting became an option, and the other guy just forfeited and got out of there. So I was like, victory! And then I went to bed.
My job here is done.
So I was like, I won a match of Valorant on the treadmill. I am good. It's like 3:30 in the morning, going to bed.
Oh, just one more match.
Dude, my Valorant clip made it on one of the co-streams for the Valorant Champions.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah. The Plat Chat podcast does a co-streaming the Valorant championships that's going on right now. And
Okay.
I have a clip from the end of the 7-hour stream on the treadmill where I'm literally drinking the margarita, walking on the treadmill, and have one hand on the mouse. And I'm just posted up in a corner, and this guy runs in and I headshot him. I just headshot him while drinking the margarita.
They're like, this is dedication.
Yeah, it got some good responses. They're like, yeah, no, he's just on a treadmill for exercise, I guess. He's posted in a corner so he doesn't get moved, so he's drinking the margarita and he just headshots the guy. Like that? That's the life right there. It's like, yes.
Nice, dude.
I was pretty happy that got some airplay. Also, that is the stream where I wrecked myself. That was the stream where I
Yes,
physically
yeah.
injured myself. Because that was literally like the last 15 minutes of like a 7.5 hour stream on the treadmill, and I jacked up my leg. Worth it. Worth it. Man, it's still not popping?
No.
I blame Miz. I blame Miz. He's gathering people for a regional. I blame Miz. Yeah, I think Shabal is really fun, especially if you're on voice.
Okay.
You know? Because it randomizes.
Hey,
Here we
There
go.
it goes.
Because it randomizes, you know, you're probably gonna win at some point. You know what I mean? And if you're on voice, you can trade back and forth, either teaming up with someone or going after the person you know on the other side. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
How many people you got? We only have 4. Our 5th person like left.
I would say I see somebody left. Yeah, we have 5 still.
Oh, God damn it!
Yeah.
Oh, you both are on the other team too.
Get
All
wrecked,
right.
noob.
That's
With
okay.
the Rocco, we're gonna get steamrolled.
I'm gonna come smack you. I'm gonna come smack you around. I'm gonna actually remember to use incendiary grenade this time. I wasn't even using incendiary grenade. Because I have like the lazy rifle. I have the Hellfire one that like auto fires extra damage. Which is nice, but not as good as the incendiary grenade tick with the passive. What was the UG for, Kalani? I missed that. Just UG.
In general.
Giant capital letters. I assume that was a reaction to something. So we're doing a Christmas message. Your helmet is what? Your helmet is charging. I don't even know what that means.
Your helmet's charging.
You don't know. Could be.
You're like, could be.
What the fuck?
Shrinking arena in 3, 2, 1.
Oh, almost had him.
Wind hazard commencing in 3, 2, 1.
No!
Oh, no.
Oh.
That's really bad.
Gosh darn it.
Take him out.
Ah, gosh darn.
Damn it.
Initiating wind hazard in 3.
Got him.
Congratulations,
Whew.
Sun Squad. You've won the battle for Shambhala.
I got 2
Okay,
kills.
okay.
Spinal got 3.
Ceruleana with the heals.
Yep.
Not a single piece of damage.
Oh, your marshmallow helmet.
And my helmet is taking so long to charge. Yeah, I know, right?
That's what he said.
I hate when that happens.
My helmet's
It's just a-
taking
it's just a-
quite a bit to charge.
It's just a thing. It happens when you get older. It's nothing to worry about. Okay.
Sometimes you gotta take medication for it.
Have you tried a little blue pill?
Oh,
Yes, sir.
Try,
So then is playing the healer comp.
yeah.
I don't know what that build is or the gear off the top of my head, but I know it's pretty strong, and you can fucking stand there for goddamn ever. It's incredibly difficult to kill them.
Yeah, I did a really good amount of damage there, but I was, yeah. I think basically right. I was just,
Yeah, I was trying to
attacking
get
a
Jimmy
healer.
he's down to like half or a little bit left on his bar. I saw him.
No, what really messed me up is I got stunned and couldn't get out of the snowstorm, and that not only knocks you, but it takes health away as well.
Yeah.
I nearly died from the snowstorm.
But I helped.
That's okay. I still came back and killed you.
Yeah.
It's all right. It took me a little while. I've got like a semi.
it's Shaken Rabbit, and I have.
Yeah.
I've got a. I've got an assault rifle chaos build. I think I have like some evade gear on, so I'm like harder to hit. I think.
Okay. I'm just running in guns blazing. I'm probably pretty easy to hit.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm just going in and I start blasting.
Well, I have chaos. So I've got like two different pulls, right? I can evulsion or I can pandemonium. Although actually, anomaly would be better, but I'm not using anomaly because it bugs in Shambhala, and I just don't like. I don't like that.
I'm not watching this Twitch post crap. Ugh.
What?
The post show after the Game Awards from Twitch. Ugh.
Oh,
It's always
okay.
so cringy and crap.
We do have one more piece of news. It is about Conan Exiles though, but Conan Exiles has started an event which started yesterday and goes until January 10th called Grave Matters. It is essentially random spots in the world. You're going to see a couple of columns come up. You're going to fight some skeletons. You're going to fight a sorcerer. And you could get a whole bunch of spooky themed things for doing this. December, of course, being the spooky month. And I actually kind of read that seriously. I would say around the time of the winter solstice is actually a very spooky time. Christmas did have a whole bunch of in the past, it was more of a spooky-esque holiday. That's why the songs are like, and you talk about scary ghost stories going on. It's like, yeah.
It's still pretty spooky. Some guy breaks into your house, eats your food, makes out with your mom. Like,
Yeah.
just saying, it's a little weird. It's a little weird.
And he's always
How's it?
watching you every single day of the year.
Puts you on a list?
Yeah.
You're some sort
Checks
of
it.
terrorist?
Twice.
Yeah, so he's
but in
clearly
this
got
event-
OCD.
I say in this event, they are introducing an all-new event system to Conan Exiles. It says, and more events will follow in the future.
Hopefully a Valentine's event with actual hearts, like actual hearts.
Actual
For the
hearts.
for the cannibal god. Right? What's his one? What's that one?
I
Kali.
forget.
No,
See, I don't know that one.
this is-
I did the spider god. I think.
No, I did the
character I
cannibal
created.
one because you can eat people for health. So I mean that just makes sense. they're plentiful. So
They are everywhere.
Conan Exiles gods. Let me see.
So I did the
It's not
spider god, and I liked
Krog.
I could
I
get
think
a
it's Yogg.
like an orb, and when I threw the orb, like a spider, a giant spider, just appears and starts attacking everything around it, and I was like, oh, that's fun.
Yeah, like Kittens with Fluffy Mittens says. It's Yogg. Yogg is the one that where you eat other people. That's what I am in Conan Exiles. I'm the Yogg follower. Because then you
Okay.
just kill people and then eat them for sustenance, which is that's like a perpetually available resource.
It's never ending. That ain't going away.
That was a fucking hilarious part, by the way, of what was it? Mutineer Zero Road to Eden.
Okay.
You could get the
The what's his name? Not ducks. The boar.
the boar could get the perk to eat people
Yes.
to get health, and then my duck character died, and then I had him go eat the duck. I had him go eat the duck's body to get health, and then I won the fight, and then duck just popped back to life because I won the fight. That was fucking hilarious. I love that shit.
You're like, these guys are best friends. He's like, if you need to give me some health to
eat me.
just eat me. Just eat me. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was like, is the game gonna let me do this? You know what I mean? Like I was like, is it actually gonna let me do this? Because it's a dead body. It should count. And it did. I was super happy. Also, Kittens with Fluffy Mittens. Have you heard about kitten mittens? Does your cat make a lot of noise? You're so stupid. Kitten mittens. That's
what I
definitely
need.
on a registry. I mean, I was on a registry, a wedding registry, when I got married. So I mean, you're not wrong.
I remember doing that.
Right?
You just put out a list and people buy you stuff off it. It was nice.
Yeah, now you just have Amazon for that.
Yeah, right. Our list was like,
Amazon? Which list?
I remember our wedding list was like, we started going the whole traditional route, and we were like, we're gonna have to put like plates and whatnot on there. And then after a while, we were like, why do we have plates on here? We already have plates. Like, what do we need like fine china for or something? We don't need
40-inch TV. PlayStation
No, instead
3.
we were like,
Essentials.
it was like buy us this excursion on our honeymoon, and people were a lot more. They
I
were a
didn't
lot
put
more
either of these
happy
things
to
on
do
a
that.
list. I didn't put either of these things on a list, but we did get a PS3 and a Margaritaville for our wedding, which
Okay.
are both pretty cool gifts.
No, we got like a whiskey tasting, and we got like a
Well, that's cool.
like part of our excursion off of the because we went on a cruise, and we got to like I don't know, like swim with dolphins and whatnot, or like a whiskey tasting and this, and like we just started putting all this stuff that we just wanted to do on our honeymoon on the thing, and it was like that was freaking phenomenal. Because even when
Oddly
you
enough,
got there, they were like, you don't have to do that, by the way. You're like, you can choose, you can pick and choose what you want. Here is just the grand total, and it's all on one gift card. And we were like, yes.
I would have been like, great, I'll be at the bar using this at the bar. I'm going to taste everything. That was my, like, we didn't go on a cruise for for our like honeymoon, but we went on a cruise. Like that's where I proposed, was on a cruise.
Okay.
We went on a cruise, and then I proposed on the cruise, which in hindsight could have been bad, considering it was like day 2 of a 7-day cruise when I proposed.
but the general advice generally goes that you don't propose unless you already know the answer. If
Right,
you're not
right.
sure the answer before you propose, you don't propose.
Right. Well, I mean, it was all fine, but to be fair,
yeah.
if it wasn't fine, that would have been a rough 5 days.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But yeah, no, we did the cruise thing the year before. Well, that's what I proposed on, and we did. And I will say the best part of the cruise for me was the bar, hands down. Had a piano, and like someone would play piano, like a piano player that you like, give tips, and it had like floor to ceiling windows. And you just look out at the ocean and drink. That was
Nice.
fucking great. Just watch, and we got to see whales sometimes, or just the water. It looked nice. Just drink and stare at the ocean.
Like, you're on a boat. Why not?
I'm on a boat.
I remember we didn't have the best cabin. We had like an interior cabin. We didn't really care though. We didn't spend a whole bunch of time in the cabin.
I think we had a little tiny porthole or some shit, if I recall, but I'm not positive.
But part of the TV, I remember one of the channels on the TV that was in the room was basically like cameras on the outside of the ship.
That's awesome.
And
it's like
so
your
basically
window.
so we basically had the TV on to like the camera from the front of the boat like the entire time. You're like, see, it's
That's
like
cool.
a window.
I do remember on the cruise doing like the rock climbing thing, which is really strange. Because I like rock climbing,
yeah.
but like you climb this climbing wall, and you look back, and like there's the ocean because you're kind of on the tail of the boat. You're like, this doesn't feel correct. You know what I mean? Something doesn't feel right about climbing a rock wall, looking back, and just seeing like water.
Just seeing water.
Like,
yeah.
Not just
You're like,
water, but
"Oh,
like the churn of
oh."
churn of the blades as it
Yeah.
pushes away. Something's not right about that. Man, I don't think the Shambhala is popping.
I don't think it's gonna pop this time.
I think it has been too long. Hey, I got rainbows.
It's been 2
I was
weeks.
gonna say, yeah. So someone gave us mirages.
Hold on, let's see. We pushed our luck.
I do like periodically logging in and all of a sudden having like rainbows appear in our in our inventory from time to time.
Double rainbow all the way across the sky.
What does it mean? Here, Ocho, you need one too.
I need a.
There you go.
Oh yeah, yeah, totally.
Ta-da! Jumped it.
Shambhala, they kept the worst PvP.
I don't think so. I would disagree with that statement. I like Shambhala. Fusang was not the best PvP.
I didn't
definitely
PvP
disagree with
much.
that.
I did enjoy Fusang, but I definitely did not PvP enough to even
The problem
to really be able to
with-
give any sort of criticism.
Anytime you actually approach what Fusang should be, it starts to fucking go to slideshow. Like, Fusang's either like really shit because there's no one around and you're walking for miles, like
Yep.
literally miles to find someone to fight, or it's actually like not just popping, but like two factions are fighting heavily over a thing, and then it's just a goddamn PowerPoint slideshow. So the only time it actually gets good at the same time it gets worse. You know, like that was the problem with Fusang is that and we've gone over this before on the show, but the concept was too high for what the engine could deliver. So anytime it actually approached the concept, which is essentially like a big battle royale kind of thing, right?
Imagine Fusang BR.
I mean, that's just.
But no,
granted,
Funcom would make it, but use
That's basically
Fusang
Shambhala.
as the map. Yeah.
No, but even Shambhala is actually two teams, it's just randomized. So like, I would think of it like closer, like most of the time it was closer to like Apex Legends or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like teams of 3.
Mm-hmm.
Most times it was closer to that, except there's just, there's only like maybe one other team of 3. People only did Shambhala for the signets? No, I like Shambhala. I still like Shambhala. Shambhala is fun.
See, and my philosophy is that
fun.
When they relaunched Secret World Legends, it was sort of that in-between time period when MMOs and PvP started to really die off, like, across the entire MMO industry. And so, basically because at that time we started to see MOBAs start coming around in popularity, Battle Royales started to come about in popularity, and if you basically wanted a game that was PvP, MMOs were not the place to find it anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, because most of the time the balancing and everything else was off or non-existent.
Right. And I mean, you'll still find a lot of MMOs with PvP, but they're not the main thing. It's not the main thing. It's not the focus.
Even New World is supposed to be apparently like PvP focused.
Well, that's what it started out as.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not. They've literally like twice now tried to like patch it and make it more PvP, and it's just not working.
No, and people are like, I don't want to do that. Yeah.
When they first announced New World, like a couple years ago, they announced it as like a hardcore PvP type of game.
Oh, they still want it to be.
Yeah, but they changed it to something else, and they changed that to something else. It's like, okay, what are we playing now?
They turned it into a PvE theme park?
Well, it was a PvE, PvP.
Which
is sort of what people actually really wanted, though.
Well, that's the thing, is like they're literally right now in New World, they've put patches forth to incentivize PvP. They're like, hey, our PvP is good, play PvP. And if your PvP was good and people wanted to play it,
I'm good.
It would already be being played. Like, legitimately, if your PvP was what people wanted to do, they would just do it. They don't want to.
They don't want to. Mm-hmm.
They just don't want to. So trying to force people to say that your game is PvP when it's, that's not
because it's sort of the same thing. Like, when people are like, oh no, I want a PvP, I'm going to go play Overwatch, I'm going to go play Valorant, I'm going to go play
Call of Duty.
Right, Call of Duty. I'm going to go play these games that are like designed for PvP.
PvP in New World is so bad nobody wants to take part. I don't think that's true. When I was in New World, there definitely were people PvPing. I wasn't one of them because I could give two shits about it. It's not why I'm playing the game. But there definitely was people doing it, and there definitely was people into it. I'm just not one of them. But the thing is, it's not that I'm not into PvP. I like PvP.
You play Overwatch like on a regular basis.
I play Apex Legends. I play Valorant. I've dabbled in Fortnite.
Don't lie. You love Fortnite.
I have played Fortnite like 5 times, maybe 6.
Today.
Kailani is our local
I'm not above.
Fortnite expert.
I'm not above letting some 12-year-old girl in a duo carry me to a win. I'm okay with that. I'll just go where they say and do what they say, and then we win. And I'm totally fine with that.
No, once if I fire like do a snipe shot, all of a sudden they start building IKEA. I'm like, nope, I'm gonna go over here now.
Yeah,
I'm gonna hide in the
I don't
bush.
build at all. I let
don't either.
the kids that are playing on my team do that, and then I just shoot things. That's how that works, and I'm okay with that. And they're usually okay with that because at least I'm not like some trash talking toxic piece of shit. Like I just follow around and go where they say and shoot at things.
But that's part of the reason why PvP and MMOs is sort of fell out of favor, is because it's very heavily based upon how much time you have invested in the game itself, and how much you've built up your own character. And although they had equal footing buff, and
Yeah.
It's an attempt to basically make the PvP more fair, because people tend to enjoy a more fair PvP. When it's based off of just your builds and your own skill level. Like, people enjoy that a lot more when it comes to PvP.
That's the thing, though. It's never going to be fair because the reality is that
it's always
going to
be
a weapon
off, yeah.
you don't have, or even if you have the exact same thing, they just know how to use it better than you do. Mm-hmm.
But but if I came into a PvP game that I've never played before, like if I brought up Overwatch or something, I never played Overwatch. I would be the noob compared to all the people that have the experience and know all the characters inside and out and all the abilities and all of this and all of that and all the strategies and what have you. So I mean, but that is also something that is based off of a experience. It doesn't mean that the character that I would be playing would be, unbalanced or something along that lines, simply due to the amount of time that I've put in to build the character up, that it would basically be still basically fully skill based, which in the end I think is what people
you're
enjoy
not building
more.
Gear. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and the thing is, that's the thing is, like, it's not true for Secret World. In Secret World, definitely, like, while it does the EFP does help, it still matters a lot whether you have, like, say, the right assault rifle. That's going to change your damage. It's going to change the mechanics, right? Mm-hmm. Or the right talismans, or the right, you know what I mean? Like,
which I think is why they kept PvP basically down to a very simple level. It's like, no, it's 5-on-5. It's randomized
because
with team
you don't have to balance for Shambhala. Shambhala is clearly like a random 10v10. Mm-hmm. Just fuck about, shoot at each other. You're not going to get team coordination because you can't team.
You can't team, right?
So you don't have to worry about that. Which, when you get into like Fusang and El Dorado and Stonehenge, you had problems even in the original game of just like 5-man groups queuing up and just steamrolling people. Because at that point, it's not just that they know what they're doing. It's not just that they have gear. It's that there's 5 coordinated people. And 5 other people just randomly queue and get in there and just get fucking face rolled.
And so the PvP
even
that this
if one
game
or two
does
of them
have,
know what they're doing, they're not coordinating.
right? And so the PvP that it does have in Shambhala and in the Fight Club,
Rosenbrawl.
Rosenbrawl,
Yeah, Rosenbrawl.
not the Fight Club. Yeah, that's different. But in Rosenbrawl, it's more based just solely on just fun. It's more just like, you know what, just going and F around.
Yeah,
it's all right.
Yeah, it's not. It's a free for all. Even Shambhala being even 2 teams, it's still basically a free for all, because it's not the same 2 teams every time.
Right.
And that's the thing. You're basically guaranteed to eventually get a win, because even if you're fucking horrible, at some point randomly you'll end up on the side that's going to win you the match.
Yeah.
I mean,
and even if you lose,
that
you still got
tonight.
rewards. So
That happened tonight. Waffle won a match. It happened. I saw it.
A match? I won more than that.
You win 2 matches?
I didn't win a single match.
In my
But
heart,
if
I
it
did.
kept playing, if it kept popping, I would.
No, but I'm just saying, like, it's one of those things. Well, also, this is the thing. I don't know if you guys remember or paid attention, like, towards the end of TSW, like, they were trying to balance PvP, and it was fucking shit up in PvE so bad.
Ridiculous, yeah.
Because you can't do that. Like, you literally, the only way to do that correctly is to literally have a separate set of shit for PvP.
Yeah.
You cannot have PvE
Like completely
stuff.
separate abilities, or not completely separate abilities, but abilities that do almost entirely different things, or have entirely
Yeah, you
different
need
stats
to tune
attached to
them
them.
differently. You need, like, you're queued for PvP, that works differently. Like, you need to have that ability to flip. Because the shit they did kept fucking with the PvE, and it never fixed the PvP either. That was the other really annoying part. It's like, not only did you break my PvE, the PvP is still broken. Great, you broke two things. Could you put it back, please? I mean, I think it's still there. I'm pretty sure if you were to go log back into TSW, I think the last change to domino effect was still there.
Mm-hmm.
Which is what Pandemonium is in Legends. Now, Pandemonium in Legends has like 2 sentences, right? Unfurl the full extent of the chaotic power that resides in all things. Nearby enemies are caught up in a swell of power and are dealt X magical damage as they're flung to the ground. Affects up to 6 enemies in a 7-meter area. Now, that's basically how Domino worked in TSW. But then they tried to balance for PvP. And they changed it. And it had like 3 or 4 fucking paragraphs. The single longest ability description in the game. And it was like, if you're 2 feet from someone, it does this. If you're 3 feet from someone, it does that. If you're like 4 feet from someone, and then none of that shit worked correctly either. Like, you'd be like right next to someone and still wouldn't do what it's supposed to do based on the distance. Like,
Right.
it shit was broken as fuck. It was awful. And as far as I know, they never undid that either. I think it's still there. That was like one of the last changes they did. But it was because Domino obviously is pretty strong in PvP, right? If you can yank 6 other people to the ground real quick and interrupt what they're doing, that's a pretty strong ability. And especially if you're in a team like an El Dorado of like, what was El Dorado teams? Like fucking 12v12v12 or something?
Something like that, yeah.
And like half of you are running Domino, you chain stun the fuck out of, the other team.
Mm-hmm.
And so they decided to fuck with it for PvP balance. And it was just awful. I mean, I honestly think, no joke, they should have known before it went live. You should not have an ability that has like 3 or 4 paragraphs of description. You've already messed up.
That should be a sign that something is just not right in general.
Like, no ability should require that much text. You've clearly broken the KISS rule at that point.
Yeah. That's like one of the famous ones. Is I used to work for a car company, and I remember one time they like sent out, because they used to send out to all the employees too. They used to send out like their email advertising campaigns because they wanted feedback on it. And I remember one time they sent something out to every employee, one of the new advertising campaigns, and it was Subaru. I worked for Subaru. And it was like Imprezas and Outbacks and something like, oh my, we're not in Kansas anymore. Asterisk. Big asterisk down at the bottom. This is not to mean that we are not selling our cars in the state of Kansas. We are still selling our cars in the state of Kansas. This is a reference to the 1939 MGM film, The Wizard of Oz, starring Judy Garland. And it was like, if you need an exclaimer that's that big, why would you even?
Also, it didn't need to be that big.
No, also you're right. The exclaimer did not need to be that big too.
You could have literally just said asterisk. We are in Kansas.
We are still
really
selling our
needed.
cars in Kansas. It's still a thing.
You didn't need like the fucking. And it was written by, directed by,
Yeah,
producers were like.
But it was funny, yeah, because it was like like this is a reference to this movie starring Judy Garland. Like, why?
Why?
Why mention?
I showed it to I showed it to my brother-in-law who works in advertising, and he was like, "This is phenomenal. This is great. I'm gonna print this out. This is gonna be like, this is like exactly what you do not do."
That honestly, that reminds me of at my job, which I still have. I'm still working here. 22, going on 23 years or something. At some point, they were trying to put out an ad in the newspaper for like a email filtering service that we were doing, like a spam filter service. This is years and years ago, and he had got some friend. My boss had got some friend that he knew, like through his church or something, that used to work for some big corporations in like marketing. He's like, we're gonna take advantage of this guy's like knowledge and know-how. Like he's done all kinds of big deals with big companies and done marketing and stuff. So it's like my boss and his friend, and I think one of the boss's sons, and they're like, and they cut me out of it completely. They're like, no, we got this. And usually, like, I'd be helping, like, review shit if, like, I often, like, spell check or grammar check or, like, give notes on things.
Right.
That's pretty common. And they're like, no. And they're, like, in their little huddle, and they're doing their thing. And so I had, like, nothing to do with this. And the fucking ad that went into the paper, holy Jesus, I wish I had kept it. Like, the verbiage was awful. Just awful. And not only that, they put a link in it for like, because it was for like for salespeople to like come help sell the service, right? And the link they put in was like a web address, but with like slash, like folder name slash something .html, like like a long, actual,
like a straight up just like giant link. Yeah.
Normally, what you do in that instance is you set up like a thing, like jobs.companyname.com, and then that would forward to wherever you need it to go, right? They just pasted in a fucking direct link, including like the .html at the end,
.html part,
and fucking went out in the newspaper. And I was like, you have got to be shooting. And the thing is, like, they reviewed it, all three of them. Fucking that thing went through like 3, maybe 4 people before it went to the paper. And then in retrospect, once it was printed and he saw it in the paper, and I was like, what is this? He was like, oh, that doesn't look good.
You're like, this is what you did. Do you see what you did? Yeah.
Bad.
I was like, oh my God, really? No.
That was also a thing too, right? The one my example, right? It went through the entire department. It went through the entire advertising department of a major international company. And they were just like,
once in a while,
this is good.
Hey, by the way, this is a giant bunny.
Yes. I noticed
every
that.
once in a while I see a commercial like on TV, and I'm like, how did that fucking make air? How did no one see that this was not a good idea?
Because the reality is a lot of bad ideas go through a lot of people.
And they're like, they either are oblivious and just that stupid and shouldn't have that job, or they just don't care. And then also probably shouldn't have that job. But in retrospect, I'm not so like, I kind of knew this would happen, sort of. I didn't know exactly what would happen, but I was like, they're just gonna fall on their face. Like it's gonna happen. Like I kind of suspected something would happen. I didn't realize it'd be as bad as it was, but I had my suspicions because how I got the job I have, which I've had for since 1998. Was answering an ad in the paper for a computer webmaster.
Okay.
Now, if you can tell me what a computer webmaster is...
I'm assuming a spider of some kind. Yeah.
I would love to hear what a computer webmaster is.
You're like, yes, I'm a master of webs.
I use
And
the
it was
computer.
literally just like computer webmaster, email to jobs at blah blah blah. Like it was
Computer.
literally like 2 lines, the smallest ad in the paper. But computer webmaster. I have
Like,
a computer,
Are you good with computer? Yes.
but computer webmaster
Can you
is
master
not a,
webs?
computer webmaster is not a title. It's not a thing. You can be a webmaster, like that was a thing. I guess it's probably still a thing, but I don't think anyone uses that title anymore.
No, I don't think anyone takes that. Yeah.
But I mean, it was a title.
I think from
That
the
just meant
days
that-
of GeoCities, that's when it died.
Yeah, it was like when you built websites, you were considered like webmaster was an applicable thing. You could even like put it on your resume, like I'm a webmaster. Like
hell,
I
if you even-
administer
you-
websites.
You built your MySpace
think-
page. You had to know a little bit of HTML.
I mean, well, this is actually pre that. This was pre MySpace.
Oh, that's right.
But I would say, yeah. I mean, I guess now you would just say like administrator, like website administrator or something like web admin, maybe. It's probably the more common nomenclature. But back in the day, webmaster was a thing that it just meant you were in charge of the website.
I think, eventually people were just like, yeah, that title just doesn't sound professional enough.
Webmaster does sound pretty cool though. Like
It
I
does.
was a webmaster. That was a title that I had. But I can tell you what wasn't a title: computer webmaster, because that doesn't make any sense at all. A computer is just a thing you use. Like, I can't. I've been trying for years to think of what an proper analogy to that would be, and I can't quite get one. I can't quite get what would be maybe like wrench mechanic. Right? That'd be pretty close.
Right.
It's the tool you use with the title. It doesn't make sense. That's probably pretty close, actually. Wrench mechanic. Yeah, I need a wrench mechanic. Do you mean you need a mechanic that uses wrenches? Or do you need a mechanic that works on wrenches? And also,
We need
how?
we need a wrench master. That's what we need.
No, but like I think the closest thing would be like wrench mechanic. Because what you mean is a mechanic.
A wrench tool master.
What you mean is a mechanic that uses wrenches. And in this case, what you meant was a webmaster that uses computers, obviously, right? Because duh.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, computer webmaster was just all that screams is I don't know what I'm asking for, right?
Mm-hmm.
All that screams is I have no fucking clue what I'm asking for.
Yeah, not a single bit. And that's when you can get there and be like, well, here's what I can do.
Yeah, I can webmaster computers all day long.
Right. I webmaster computers like no one's business. I can webmaster all the tubes.
All the tubes.
All the interweb tubes.
You know,
See this
sometimes some things
46?
should be left in the bedroom.
I just webmastered this 486 all by myself. You don't even know.
Bunny. I love the jackalope.
Hello, bunny.
Good night, Vommer.
Let's see. We need.
Too tired to sentence. Yep, words are hard.
There we go. Now we can pet the bunny.
Give it a nice petting there. Thank you to whoever's doing that. We always appreciate it. Also, the rainbows, they're always appreciated.
I mean, I have to delete them because I don't have room in my inventory. But yeah,
Instead of deleting them, you just have to use them.
I only have so much time.
Thankfully, they have like a 2-second cooldown.
Yeah, actually, that's true. I think the giant rainbows, I think, have a longer cooldown. Because I had some of those for a while.
The flamboyant Spinosaurs.
Yeah, those things, I think, have a longer cooldown, if I'm not mistaken.
Speaking of Spinosaur, she just got back to me on Twitter.
Oh, yeah?
She did. She basically completely and utterly missed when we invited her to come play hide and shriek with us. And she was like, holy crap, I'm just catching this now. She was just catching it when Monday she caught it. So December 6th. Yeah. I was like, no worries, it's all good. She said she would love to have participated, and she would be happy to participate next year when we have the next Shrieakathon. Which I still had a lot of fun with the Shrieakathon.
Yeah, that was fun. I mean,
Hey, moving away.
getting slaughtered by Andy, I mean, yeah. But in that aspect, it was still fun.
I mean, being slaughtered by Andy at a
is
game
fun.
that he basically helped develop is
Trying to get the bun butt.
it's big. It's a big bunny. It's just gotta be closer. There we go. That's better. I'm scared, yet I can't look away.
No, you don't see it every day. You see it every other week.
True. That is a giant fucking glow. Holy shit.
Yeah.
The hell is that?
Oh, you know why? I actually know this. So, you know how, like, when I've been turned into a bunny, the player head is floating, like, up higher?
Yes.
You know what I mean? So, this happened
So
once
any
where I got turned
effect
in-
that's on it.
Yeah, so the hitbox is like, picture it's the size it normally is, right? The little bunny, the top of its hitbox is still like basically the top of your head. So to make it this big, its whole hitbox is way bigger. Because when I've been turned into a giant bunny before, way up in the sky is my floating head. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I remember when we were in Darkness War, and Andy turned me into a bunny, and then giant-sized me as a bunny, my head was way the fuck up in the stratosphere, right? Like, and it wasn't until the next day when I logged back in, he had undid the bunny part, but didn't undo the scaling, so I logged back in and was a giant-sized person. So yeah, their hitbox is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, because it's
Because
based off
it's
of basically what a standard size hitbox would be. It's just a small creature inside of the hitbox. Yeah.
Exactly. So when they grow it, the whole hitbox grows. So when you apply an effect to it, it applies to the whole hitbox.
To the whole hitbox, and it ends up being like 3 stories tall. Yeah. No, I get it. Totally makes sense.
Pretty sweet.
I love giant.
I need a holiday jackalope that's white fur and little lights on its horns. That actually is a pretty cool idea.
I'm down. Yeah.
I'm gonna put the I'll be your Huckleberry. Because that's just too good to pass up. See, can I put on some white fur? I think I have a white fur jacket. Hold on.
What are you doing?
I'm just sitting here. Jeez.
Yeah, rude.
It's insane. It's insane, kitten. She's over here like pulling blankets down off the couch and
Oh, it's
batting
bedtime.
around a small Lego figure that I don't think I've ever seen. Where'd you get that Lego figure?
I have
None of your
created
damn
it.
business.
Yeah, she's like, I found it. It's a cat toy, obviously.
It's none your business.
There. Now I have fur and red antlers. Totally look the part.
It's a very holiday jackalope look. Very holiday rabbit-esque.
Let's see. I could put on.
The upside down what do they call that? The star, the pentagram. The upside down pentagram is an especially nice touch.
There we go. I got Shocking Steps red, so I'm lighting up. Pretty good. Pretty good.
Tatterhead says, speaking of jackalopes, I still haven't gotten my hide and shriek prize. No! I'll poke the
Really?
Andy.
Andy.
I love the Andy, but I will poke him.
He is easily distracted.
He is. Obviously knowing nothing. I mean, he was so distracted, he didn't even know that Dune... He didn't even know that that they were even making a new game based in the Dune universe that they were announcing tonight on the Game Awards.
Look at
So busy. So busy.
Did you see this tweet? I specifically remember you saying, when we hit 60K followers on Conan Exiles, I'll personally take a Jacko picture and share it publicly. I've waited long for this day. I'm not making this up. That would be wrong to do. And then Andy posted pictures of
Oh, gosh darn it.
of him doing the Jacko picture. Natasha liked my reply.
Senpai noticed me.
Well, technically she said LOL, so she didn't just not like it. She
Oh, she replied too.
because she asked what was your fave news, and I said the hit new reality show Real World Spice Wars is Dune. So that got a chuckle apparently. Well, that would be a pretty funny show. Real World Spice Wars Dune. I think that would be pretty hilarious.
Be like
We
a
just
reality
took,
show
like-
format, and it's like,
Yeah, it's like NTV's Real World, but on Dune.
but on
like,
Dune
has-
with like, yeah.
Has like some of like the people from the different classes. You know,
Like, I know I was
And,
on Spice at the time, but, you can't hold me to that.
They have a little bit of that class warfare, because
Mm-hmm.
you got the different, different ones, and you got people hooking up in hot tubs and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it would be fucking funny. Just saying.
Or like Spice Rush Arrakis. Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, if you do like what is it, road rules or whatever, if you want the competition ones, then it just ends up being like fucking Mad Max Survivor or something.
I'll say we need more reality shows based in fictional IPs, really, is what it comes down to.
That would, honestly, it would be fucking funny.
Yeah, you have like Survivor Arrakis.
And they actually, they like, genetically engineer like a giant worm.
the entire thing is taken seriously, and it's like, oh no, these are all our contestants, and every week they get rid of one, but it's like, but the entire thing is still scripted as if these people actually live on the planet. Like, it's, you know,
I mean, the things are
down.
scripted anyways.
They're all scripted anyway in the first place, right? Why
Yeah.
not go all the way?
Yeah. Just do it. Just do it, man.
Do it.
Do it.
At the very least, it'd be a good bit for like SNL or some shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so, or some other like maybe like YouTube comedy thing or something. What is it? What's the? I can't think of it now. What's the comedy one on YouTube? Funny or Die.
Okay. Yep.
I just remembered it finally. Funny or Die. It'd be a good Funny or Die bit. You know what I mean? To do like a real world, Tatooine or something. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Joel, that reminds me. Was it Troops? It was Troops, right?
I don't know. Troops?
Wasn't that the cops version of Stormtroopers?
Oh.
Do you remember that shit? Tell me you remember Troops. I think it's called Troops. I'm gonna Google it. You really? You never
Yeah,
saw
no.
Troops?
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Oh my
no.
god. I think that's what it's called. Yes, 1997. Star Wars fan film parody. It's fucking amazing. Okay, you have to go watch that after our shit. Like,
Okay.
Troops. It's picture Cops. You know the show Cops.
Cops. Yeah. But
Right, but
Star
instead of
Wars
cops-
stormtroopers.
It's stormtroopers, right? And they're dealing with you know, on Tatooine, like domestic disturbance. I think they're there like better than the prequels and the sequels. Yeah, probably. Troops was fucking amazing. Like, they had legit outfits too, like their costumes. Like, it's actually pretty high quality.
Which is the
I
way it
remember-
should be. Like, if you're going to do something like that, you make it high quality, because the higher quality it is, the funnier it ends up being. It's like, you know, oh, I'm going to have this joke, but I'm not going to take it seriously. It's like, no, take it serious. Take it as seriously as possible. Take it as seriously as Michael Caine acting with Muppets. Like,
They come for domestic disturbance, and it's them arguing after like Luke has run away.
okay.
It's the I can't remember their names right now.
Uncle Owen, and
Yeah, it's that couple arguing, and she's blaming him for Luke running off. Like, they respond to like a domestic disturbance call. They respond to a call from the little guys about the droids being stolen. Like, it's fucking hilarious.
Is that before they crisp him up in front of the door for Luke to find?
Dude, you can Google it on YouTube easily. It's like 10 minutes. It's if you haven't seen it, it's fucking amazing. Troops was really good.
I'll look it up. So, yeah, no, because I don't remember that one.
I might just spend the 10 minutes and watch it again after the show, because they're so spot on with like the cops kind of vibe. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Just
Yeah,
like the rolling up to the
this
scene.
one now is a little Jawa's running away from a trooper, and he just pops him in the back of the head.
But like, just the way they approach stuff, and like I'm gonna have to, you know what I mean? Or like the domestic disturbance, like, we
sir,
can take
yeah,
you
sir,
someplace
sir.
else. Yeah, like the dialogue, like the speech pattern is on point. It's so good. Troops was fucking amazing.
Like, sir, we specifically said no droids, sir. Sir, we're gonna have to take your droids.
We need like a secret world. A secret world version.
Cops. Secret World.
But it would be the council, right? It'd be the Council of Venice. Those are basically the cops of Secret World, more or less.
Yeah. It would just be a
Right.
Venice. Yeah.
It's
I could totally see that.
breaking up faction fights at the Horn God or something.
Yeah.
You know?
It's our third time this week being called in here. It's another domestic dispute, and you see like two guys fighting,
Yes!
and one of them pops
Yeah.
his wings.
Shantics.
Yeah.
Reno 911 for Secret World would be fucking amazing.
Like, sir, you don't have to get your wings involved in this, sir.
That'd be great. That would be fucking great.
I could totally see it. But all right, guys, I think we're good. If that's okay with you.
We're great.
Awesome. Get one more cough in. Agents,
there you
this has
go.
been the 0 Point Report, strain 53-NUK.
Don't catch.
You can
that
catch
string.
us recording live. What?
I said, don't catch that stray.
Yeah,
Don't catch
this
my
strain.
strain. God, please don't catch my strain. You can catch us recording live every other Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time here on the 0 Point Report Twitch channel, where you can also join us and chat with us while we do the show live, or download our show wherever podcasts are found, like, wherever you find them, so you can listen to us on the go. Jimmy, where can we find you on the web?
Mastering. Web
Being a
mastering.
master.
What?
Computer web mastering. No, you find me
Good enough.
JimmyTheRabbit.com.
That's good enough for me.
JimmyTheRabbit.com, YouTube.com/JimmyTheRabbit, Twitch.tv/JimmyTheRabbit, and @1JimmyTheRabbit on Twitter.
Nice. 2-ton waffle. Where can we find all 2 tons of you?
Oh, pretty much everywhere.
Look behind you.
He
There
fits
he is.
around the web.
Yeah.
Right, all 2 tons. Now you can find me at Twitter at 2ton waffle, same as you would see it, and also over on Trovo.live, 2ton waffle.
And I'm Ocho, and you can find me on both on Twitter and here on Twitch at whatever, I'm done. At Big Mikey Ocho. You can get in touch with us by engaging with the show on Twitter at 0 Point Report, checking out previous shows on our YouTube channel, and joining us on our Discord server, both named The 0 Point Report. So from all of us here at the 0 Point Report, we want to thank you for tuning in and wish you all the best from the secret world. Have a great night, everybody, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.